Alex Rodriguez, A-Rod, and 13 other baseball players could be on the verge of taking a break from the game. According to the Associated Press, they face a likely deadline this Monday for Major League Baseball to agree to deals on suspensions for their suspected ties to an anti-aging clinic in South Florida. Evan Cohen is the host of Evan and Phillips in the Morning on Sirius XM's Mad Dog Radio. Good to see you, Evan. Thanks very much for coming in. So the timing of this is very interesting. They want to get these deals either done or not done, but they want to do it so that the players who are being punished could get back in time for the playoffs? Yeah,
it's odd. You wouldn't think they would want to give the players the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
But in this case, they may be. Now, what they want to do, I think, and Major League Baseball has not really commented on this, saying, here's what we want to do with the suspensions, but it seems like they want to have this all done together. So the holdup, of course, is A-Rod, because A-Rod may or may not agree to this suspension, to a plea deal. There's all kinds of conversation. Will they ban him for life? Will they invoke the best interest in baseball clause and ban him for life where he can't play through an appeal, which the other players would be able to do if they're not banned for life based on that clause? Or will they come to some sort of compromise? Year and a half has been thrown out there. We don't know. The irony of all of this is that the Yankees seemingly want nothing to do with this guy because he's been a black eye for the franchise, cost them a lot of money, and he's going to play tonight, Double-A. He's scheduled to play tonight for Trenton in Double-A for the Yankees, which is amazing.
He's trying to recover from an injury, and he had surgery in the offseason. But what does baseball have on A-Rod that they would be talking about such a hefty suspension, such a major penalty against him compared to some of these other guys?
Right. So it started with Ryan Braun of the Milwaukee Brewers. He was the first guy to be suspended for this Biogenesis, the lab in Miami that, in essence, deals drugs. There's no other way around it with the drug dealer, let's call him, Anthony Bosch. So getting Braun first allows them to have the credibility for Bosch because this is, as I said, a drug dealer. He has no credibility. But when a guy like Braun admits to it, now there's some credibility. The difference with A-Rod, they believe, according to all kinds of reports, that A-Rod actually recruited people to go to this lab, and he tried to buy the evidence from Bosch before Major League Baseball could get to Bosch. So they would have the drugs as well as potentially obstruction of justice, which is why A-Rod would have a lengthier suspension than others.
You know, you could argue that baseball has been booming during this whole drug era with attendance records and television deals and revenue going through the roof year after year after year. How serious do you think the league is truly to try to clean it up?
So who are the biggest stars in baseball right now? The name that we talk about more than anyone else is Alex Rodriguez. He's associated with PEDs. In the past, it was Bonds, it was McGuire, and it was Sosa. Major League Baseball needs to figure out a way of turning the attention to a guy like Yasiel Puig in Los Angeles with the Dodgers, a Bryce Harper with the Nationals, a Mike Trout with the Angels, guys that are big stars across baseball, but we may not know about it. See, I actually think that baseball could benefit from this. If A-Rod is suspended and Major League Baseball can get out there and say, hey, look, we did this, and they allow him to play through the appeal, wouldn't you want to watch him play? Isn't that a living train wreck? Isn't that the living baseball funeral for Alex Rodriguez?
Great analysis from Evan Cohen. You can hear Evan on Sirius XM satellite radio. You forgot Don Brown of the Phillies. He's another budding star.
Yeah, but he's banged up, isn't he?
Yeah, he's
a concussion issue.
He'll be back.